Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Barbie K back with another video, and as you can see by the title of today's video, today I'm bringing y'all my updated soft glam makeup tutorial. If you're looking to perfect your makeup routine for this summer, the perfect soft glowy look, not too harsh but brings out your natural features, this is the perfect tutorial for you. And I use a mixture of drugstore and high-end products, so it's perfect for everyone to be able to follow and pick up some of my beauty favorites. But I don't want to chat your heads off too much. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what beauty content you guys want to see next on my channel. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Okay ladies, jumping right in. I have to finish my skincare routine. I didn't do it all the way through so that you guys could see how I do my skin prep. So all I've done so far is wash my face, and then I toned with the CeraVe hydrating toner, and then I also used the hyaluronic acid from Good Molecules. I let that soak into my skin for about 3 to 5 minutes to actually absorb. That's why my skin is so glowy right now. And then I go in with the Good Molecules lightweight daily moisturizer. This is perfect for underneath your makeup and you don't need a lot. And just for reference, I do have oily skin, so this is all oily girl approved. This is about how much moisturizer I use. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but I'm telling y'all, you really don't need a lot of this stuff. It's very lightweight and very hydrating. My skin is pretty much prepped. All I did to my lips was use this e.l.f. hydrating lip oil. I love this product. I don't know how it compares to the Dior lip oil because I've never even used the Dior, but I love this product and it's super cheap. So for primer, I'm still using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, but I use the one with 4% niacinamide now just because it's a little bit better for your skin. This primer is perfect if you like your makeup to stick and last. I love this primer. I do about 2 pumps of that and I just work that into my skin. So pretty much immediately your skin's gonna be extremely tacky and ready to go, but I like to let it sit for just a second. And while it's sitting, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, and I use this to laminate my brows. And then I just work it through with a spoolie. After I do that, I let my brows sit for a second, and while they're sitting and kind of drying down, that's when I do my foundation. So a lot has changed since my last makeup tutorial on my channel. I use a lot more high-end products now, but don't get me wrong, I still do use drugstore every now and then depending on the type of makeup I'm going for. My current foundation is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Perth, which is MD525. I love this foundation. I color matched myself too, so I'm a little proud of my color match, and I just love this stuff. Like, I feel like NARS is one of those foundations you just can't go wrong with. And I'm using this 8 Cosmetics foundation brush from Ulta. So I'm gonna start with about 3 pumps to my skin because this is soft glam. If I'm doing like a full bold glam, I would do 4 to 5 pumps, but I just want enough to illuminate my skin. So I put it into my brush, work it in, and then I start at the lower part of my face and work my way up, and I just pat that into my skin. It's like, look at that coverage. I don't put foundation directly under my eyes because I do put concealer and blush there. So you never want to put too much product in one place, especially under your eyes if you want to avoid creasing. And then for my forehead, I'm just taking leftover product and putting that onto my forehead. I never do like a certain pump for my forehead because too much makeup on your forehead can look really harsh. Whatever is left over on my brush, I just work that into my skin. And as you can see, 3 pumps turn out literally perfect. I love this coverage. I love this foundation so much. This may be weird or different to how most girls do it. This is the part where I actually go in and do my eyebrows now. So I'm using the Revolution, I think this is the Precise or Precision brow pencil, and I use the shade dark brown, and I just fill in my brows lightly. Ever since I started laminating my brows, I really don't have much to fill in. I just do a few hair-like strokes in the front, and then I'm gonna do some in other places, and that's honestly good. I know my brows look crazy right now, but they're gonna look better, I promise. The concealer I use to outline my brows, I use the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Honey, which is 415. I use a flat brush like this that's super flat and precise to outline my brows. And the way I do it is I do the bottom of one brow, then the bottom of the other, then the top of one brow, and the top of the other. Try to get them to look as similar as possible. And then I'm gonna do the top as well, but I just use a little bit less product for this part because we don't want halo brows. So that's what the brows are giving right now. They might look a little crazy. So I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and just stipple everything out into my skin. I like using the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer for my brows because it's very, very blendable. So as you can see, it's gonna blend right into my brows and still keep them looking clean. And I literally just stipple it right into my skin. You don't have to drag or anything, and it blends out so perfectly. I'm having a great eyebrow day. I love that for me. So the brows are complete for now. At the very end, we're gonna go through and just kind of like in the front, but for now we're gonna leave it as is. I'm really liking the shape and how they're looking so far. So now we're gonna jump right into bronzers. I alternate between two bronzers. I either use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Espresso, which is right here, or I will use the Juvia's Place cream bronzer also in the shade Espresso. And this is what this looks like. I honestly low-key want to use the Juvia's Place today. I don't know why, but I'm feeling it, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. One thing I love about Juvia's Place is the prices are so affordable and the quality is amazing. So I'm taking this random brush, don't know the name, y'all, but it's like literally this random brush, and I just take some like so, and I start at like my tragus and then go down. So my tragus is right here. I'm gonna drag the product here to here. I'm gonna add a little more on my brush. That's good. And then I do some on my forehead, and then I'm gonna do a little on my nose right here just to create some definition. I'm using this e.l.f. buffing foundation brush to go ahead and blend everything out, and I blend it out in the way that I placed it so it's not sitting for too long. And don't be afraid to work the makeup into your lace if you are wearing a lace front. That's just gonna help blur everything together. For cream blushes, I alternate between these two. These are my favorite. So the first one is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Coming In Hot, or the Juvia's Place Liquid Blush in the shade Pink Lady. And I already know I'm gonna go with Pink Lady today. This is like the perfect girly soft glam liquid blush, but I will say, like I told y'all before, Juvia's Place products, the pigment is there. So it's always better to build than put too much and just be full of blush. So my blush placement, I do it pretty high up on my face. I do it like right here. I like my blush to sit high, so I'm gonna do, that's honestly enough. It might not look like enough, but I can always build. I'd rather build than have too much. I'm gonna blend it out with this Real Techniques dupe that I got from Shein. So as you can see, that blends out so pretty and pink. I literally love that. I'm trying to decide if I want to add more. I'm probably not going to, just because I'm gonna put blush on top at the end. But just look at that pretty base already. Like, you could honestly stop right here, do a little powder, and call it a day if you wanted to. I just love the way this is looking so far. I feel like this is the perfect soft glam already. So for concealer, y'all, I recently purchased the Born This Way Too Faced concealer in the shade Butterscotch, and I love this concealer, don't get me wrong, but I don't know why, but lately I've been picking up my e.l.f. camo concealer, and the girls have so much bad things to say about e.l.f. camo concealer, and I don't know what or where y'all are getting this from. I love these concealers. The price point is amazing. They're so buttery, so creamy, and so pigmented. I don't know, lately I've been picking this up. So this is the 16-hour camo concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon. This is my everyday concealer that I use all over my face. I don't really brighten after this because this is my everyday soft glam, and I feel like the luminous glow this gives me, I don't really need to do much else. It's like the perfect shade. So we're shade twins, you would like this. So for placement, I don't go directly under my eye right away because I don't like my concealer to dry down. When I put it on my eye and then put it everywhere else and then get back to my eyes, it's a little bit hard to blend. So I do everywhere else and then come back to my eyes. So I'm gonna put some right here, a little on my forehead and down the bridge of my nose. And then we're gonna come back and go under the eyes, but first we're gonna blend this out. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush to blend. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go underneath my eyes. When you pull it out, there's gonna be a lot of product on there, so I just scrape off some of the excess because it really will be too much at first. So I just put some right here and then I go right here to lift, but not all the way out here because you're gonna bring it out there. So don't put it too far out, just put it kind of like right underneath here. Like, this concealer is so buttery. I don't know what y'all be talking about. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out right away because, like I said, I don't really like to let my concealer set. Always look up when you're setting or blending right underneath your eyes. So this is what we're looking like right after blending, and I don't play no games, y'all. I'm gonna set right away. So I'm using my Laura Mercier powder in Translucent Honey. I do want to go ahead and get the completely translucent one, or the clear one, or whatever, like the one that's just white. I do want to try that because my makeup artist uses that to bake on my nose, and I do want to try that routine. So let me know down below if any of you guys do that. Before I bake, I'm gonna just go ahead under my eyes, just keep blending a little more. I take a powder puff, just press it in. That's a lot of product, so you can scrape off some of that excess. And then I just pat the excess on the back of my hand. And then I look up and press it lightly underneath my eye. And then I'm gonna do the same to the next eye. So just blend out, blend underneath the eye, always looking up. Coat that powder puff, dust off the excess. So that's how we're looking so far. Everything is looking so soft and cute right now, but we're gonna go ahead and do some eyes. So I'm using this Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think I'm gonna use this Dusty Rose shade. It's like a pink, but also kind of a neutral. And I'm gonna mix it with the shade Rustic and the shade Sienna. If you don't have this palette, a simple neutral eyeshadow will do, because that's essentially all we're doing, is just putting a little shadow on the lid just for some color. And that was with me just using Rustic, and I think I'm gonna just go ahead and stop there because I actually think that's the perfect amount of shadow. For bronzer, I'm using the Juvia's Place bronze palette in the shade Dark. I do want to get the one that's a little up from this because I feel like this palette is a little too dark and the bottom shade is a little too red. I know girls rave about this bottom shade. When I first bought it, I loved it too, but it pulls too red. Like, it could honestly be a blush if you wanted it to. So I use the top shade. The top shade is a little more neutral, but I am looking for more neutral bronzers in general. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with my bronzer. Start at my temple and kind of just work it down. And I also take the powder bronzer a little up. Like, that is looking so good. And I'm gonna take it up a little, not a lot though, because I like to leave room for my blush. And I want you to be able to tell the difference between my bronzer and my blush. It shouldn't look like all one thing. And then I'm gonna do a little on my forehead as well. And then I am gonna chisel up this chin a bit. And then the last thing I'm gonna do with this bronzer is just do a little bit on my nose, but like more on top than on the side, because I like my nose to look really skinny, because as you guys can see, I do have a broad nose. And that looks good to me because I also don't want it to look a little bit too harsh. For my blush lately, I've been reaching for my Dior blush. This is in the shade just pink. And I like it because it's the prettiest baby pink ever. If I'm not using this blush, I'm probably using the Juvia's Place blush, the top shade. But this is like a hot pink, and I don't want a hot pink today. I want more of a baby pink. So this blush is perfect. And I'm gonna smile. I start with the apples of my cheeks, but I take my blush out like in this area as well, so it also lifts my face. I think that's perfect. Like, it's so soft, you can see it, but it's not overpowering. I just love this. Okay, let me stop before I get blush blindness, because I have been a victim way too many times. I'm gonna take that powder puff and a little extra powder that's on my hands and just go over any spots of my face that I tend to get oily, or if I'm seeing any shine, I'm going ahead and I'm removing that shine now, because I don't like shiny makeup. I like my face to be matte. Perfect. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid eyeliner to do my fake moles. So y'all, everything is looking pretty good to me right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. We're not done yet. We have a few more steps after we set, but we set just to lock everything in and make sure nothing moves. So the setting spray I use now, I use the Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. This setting powder does have a matte finish, which is why I love it, but it goes on wet. It doesn't go on dry like the One Size spray. The best eyeliner pencil I've ever used is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Eyeliner in the shade Very Black. It is so dark and bold, and I think it's literally like $3. So I'm gonna look down to do this step, but make sure you just don't poke yourself, because you will start crying and you don't want to cry after you already set your face. Whenever I tear up, I just take a break. Take a breather, and then get back to it. If you start to tear up, just keep some pressed powder and a powder puff ready to go, just in case, because I don't know why I'm just tearing up a lot today. That normally doesn't happen to me. Look how dark that is. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I can tell. For mascara, I'm using the Essence Lash Princess. I use the false lash effect one. This mascara is also so good for the price point. Like, you literally can't go wrong. But before I do my mascara, I'm just gonna take a spoolie and try to get them going upwards, because my lashes grow in all types of directions, like down to the side, everywhere. So and when I do my mascara, the key is to shimmy. Don't go straight up, shimmy it on, so you guys will see. And then I also go ahead and do my bottom lashes as well. That is so cute. As a girl who used to love wearing fake lashes and lash extensions, falling in love with your natural lashes is the best thing you could do. I'm telling you, I'm feeling myself. So for the lip, first I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the lip oil that I have on my lips right now, because you always want to put your lip products on dry lips so that it could last all night. My lip combo is very simple. I use 3 products. I alternate, but this is like my signature, never let me down, trusted and tried and true lip combo. So we're using the LA Girl eyeliner, but if you know, you know, eyeliner for lip liner so it lasts and it's bold. We're using the LA Girl eyeliner in the shade brown. That's it, the shade brown. You can get it at Ulta. I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen it just to get a super clean finish today. So now I'm gonna go in with the NYX matte lip liner in the shade Downtown Beauty, and I kind of use this to diffuse the harsh brown to the pink, because I like pink / nude lip liners. So we're gonna go in with that. Now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty, I think this is like the Gloss Bomb Sticks in the shade Glazed Donut. I love this product so bad. Rihanna ate with this stuff. Actually, I'm gonna put a little more lip liner first. Look how creamy. Like, look how creamy this goes on, y'all. And then I go over top with my favorite colored lip gloss. This is the Revolution Pout Bomb in the shade Sweetie. I also like it because it's a plumping lip gloss, so my lips get bigger when I put it on. And it's colored, it is pink. Last thing I'm gonna do is take the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Hot Chocolate Heat, and I'm gonna go ahead and just go over where my lip liner was. That's the lip combo, y'all. I do my highlighter at the very end. I don't know why, I just like doing it that way nowadays. So I'm taking my Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the Sun Dipped kit, and I like to use, I think today I'm gonna use this shade because it's just so close to my skin tone. Actually, no, I'm gonna use Moonstone because it's really glowy, and I feel like today my face is kind of like bright. Now I don't use a lot of highlighter because I'm not really like the biggest highlighter girly. I feel like that's a little 2016. Not saying 2016 makeup is bad, but I'm just in my soft glam era right now. I don't like too much glow. I don't really like too much of anything these days. I am gonna take a tiny bit and put it in my inner corner just to brighten up my eyes. You never go wrong with a little brighten right here. So right now I'm just looking at my makeup, trying to see if I forgot anything, if everything looks good. I think everything looks good, y'all. So that is going to conclude today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my updated everyday makeup routine, my soft glam look. And if you guys have any questions about my makeup, don't forget to comment down below and let me know whatever beauty and makeup content you guys want to see next on my channel, because I will be doing more beauty and makeup content on this very channel. So I hope you enjoyed it, sister, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.